next guest may or may not weigh in.
He has a lot to say about self-care.
That's right. He is as real as anyone can get. He got his start on The Real World Philadelphia. Karamo Brown continues his work on reality TV as one of the Fab Five that help everyday heroes get the recognition and some much-needed TLC on hit Netflix show Queer Eye.
But you can also watch him on your TV 5 days a week right here on Pix 11, where he keeps it real for his talk show, Karamo, and season 3 is getting messier than ever. Take a look.
I want to know if Jeffrey is meeting with the other women online. My Locked investigator searched his photos. He said he's not. He searched his photos and he found that he is not telling the truth. We found two sexually.
Now I know y'all capping, bro. I'm going back to Richard.
That was one of the most exhausting display of gaslighting I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, joining us to chat all about it is Karamo Brown. Welcome to New York Living. Woo!
Hey.
Missed you. Oh, he missed you. And around the coffee. Oh my God. Oh, and he smells nice.
Thank you.
He does.
You look beautiful.
You two both smell good.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Wasn't that the most exhausting display of gaslighting? Oh my gosh. That's the one thing I love about my show, being able to call things like that out.
Right.
Because like that behavior in your life, don't fall for it, don't go for it.
Yeah, well, congrats on season 3.
Thank you.
I mean, that is a true sign that we need you.
Thank you.
That's right?
You've been my support since season 1, so I appreciate it.
We love you. I mean, it gets messy.
It does.
How do you control all the mess?
Well, I think it's important for it to get messy because all of us have messy moments in our lives. And we might not have that daily, but we have those moments where there are people like that who overreact, who do things to make us feel like we're going crazy, to make us feel like, well, we're not in control of our own lives. And I think having a show where I can show people this is the behavior, now this is how you acknowledge it, and this is how you move forward. Right. And I think that's what I love about my shows, that where most shows stop at the mess, that's just the beginning for me. There's a solution and a resolution that happens next.
And it's also happening in real time as opposed to therapy where you kind of talk about it. And listen, I've been in therapy for the better part of my life.
Yes.
But it happens in real time where people can see it. And it's not about shame, it's about finding a solution.
Exactly, and that's most important because most people, like I said, even that clip, and I call it out because it's like, I know girlfriends who have that guy who overreacts because their bad behavior is being called out.
Yeah.
And they say, oh my gosh, well, I gotta call. No, you don't have to do anything but not react and then figure out a plan how to get out of that unhealthy situation. And so it's important that they see it in real time.
Right.
You do such a great job
Thanks.
at walking people through the solution. You've got a gift. When did you realize you had that gift to help?
Well, I think I first realized it when I was young. I'm the youngest of 4 sisters, and I'm nosy as hell. So I would always be in their business and being like, tell me what's going on. What's happening? And so they would always give me, like, tell me what's happening. I would give them some advice. But I would say in high school, I became a peer counselor. And the reason I became a peer counselor is because you could get 3 lunches. I wish it was because I wanted to help. It was like 3 lunches. But then, like, by senior year, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really helping these other students, which is what led me into social services and everything else.
And the strawberry milk probably, right?
Oh, and the strawberry milk. Don't we miss strawberry milk?
They need to petition to bring strawberry milk back, right?
Legit, yeah.
Can we talk about season 3?
Yes, we can.
You had the opportunity to talk to the mother of your children.
I did.
And discussing your co-parenting journey. And if that isn't a way of role modeling for anyone who is a parent. Why did you choose to do this publicly?
Well, first let me tell you, for anybody who doesn't know my story to fatherhood, I had a child when I was 15, but I didn't know about them until my child was 10. My son's mother then contacted me. I got custody, and then a year later I adopted his little brother, same mother, different father. So I became a father of 2 by 25. And our journey at that moment became hard because there was all these feelings. I mean, there was like animosity, angst, anger, because I'd missed all these years. She had a different way of seeing the world than I saw it. But at the end of the day, I knew that our kids had to be the priority. And I was like, I grew up in a household where sometimes I didn't feel like I was a priority. My parents would argue, things would happen, and I feel like I got caught in between. And I never wanted that for the next generation. And so I said, you know, we figured that out, we handled it. So now it's time to model that for other people, because like I'm all about transparency. I don't lie, I'm letting you see my life, I'm gonna show you who I am, because hopefully you can see that I've had mess in my life and I've made it through, and so you can make it through as well.
I mean, you're leading by example.
That's what I try to do.
Okay, so you have a very popular segment called Unlock the Phone. So what's the most shocking thing that you have actually found on someone's
Well, this is the crazy part. It's shocking only because I didn't expect it. So sometimes we'll have people who are in their 60s. We've had one woman who was in her 70s who unlocked a phone. And I gotta tell you, y'all seniors are freaky, because y'all got some freaky things in y'all phone. Like, I'm mostly expecting like the 20-year-olds to have that, and like, you see somebody who's, you know, mature in age, who's like not afraid to take a photo or two of themselves or someone else.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what I was most shocked by, because I'm thinking of my grandmother and I'm like, could this have been in my grandma's phone?
Oh my God.
No.
No, right?
No.
I'm not dipping into my grandma's.
I know. I'm thinking about my 87-year-old mother.
Thank
Miriam,
you.
no te pones tú, no te pones tú. Oye. Season 9 of Queer Eye is coming up. I mean, you are one of the busiest men.
Listen,
I'm
he
tired.
likes to keep a job. He likes to keep a job. He likes to keep a coin. Listen, y'all want to
That's
see
how
some
you
more
got that
shows?
brooch. That's
Exactly, that's how I
right.
got these brooches. These are all fake. I like to wear fake
Oh,
stuff.
but it's so pretty.
Right, thank you. Yeah, season 9, we just shot it in Vegas. It's really exciting. You know, I like to have a show on Netflix that's going 9 seasons and still hitting the top 3 is just amazing. And you know, to be on that show where that was sort of the catalyst for me helping people and me showing people my skills of being able to say that I can really help somebody grow and be better.
Right.
It's like amazing.
Was that really what kind of helped you launch the show?
Yeah, it was. You know, the network's executives saw my popularity and how successful I was in like solving problems quickly and really helping people have this breakthrough. And they were like, well, if you can do it now, can you do it 5 days a week with hundreds of guests? And I was like, yeah, sign me up. Like,
Do you have people that come up to you in the street and say, this is going on in my life?
all the time, and I love it. Please come up to me in the street, and I mean this seriously, because the thing is that I understand who makes my career. It's people who trust me enough to tell me their problems, and so I never want to get to that place in my life where I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm too busy. It's like God has put me on this earth to be able to use the skills to say, here's a tool to be better. And so like I get stopped in the airport, the grocery store, my kids' school, everywhere. I actually have gotten caught in the bathroom. That's a funny story because it was a celebrity that did that. I know,
Stop.
I know.
And asked you for help?
Yeah. I know. I'm sorry, I can't get the name. Did you get the name?
Wait, I don't. I know. But I'm like, wait, I did not. I did not just see you say.
He's
I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say.
He's an A-list celebrity.
A-list celebrity.
Yes.
Big time.
Money doesn't always solve your problem.
No, it doesn't. And sometimes you're in the bathroom and you see
money, more
Karamo,
problems.
and you see Karamo, and you're like,
Right.
hey, can you help me out? And I'm like, yeah, let's go for it.
Where am I helping you at with your dress or your brain? Or
Exactly,
your
exactly.
All right, we got a quick game
Okay.
to get to. It's called Fad or Drab.
Love it.
Okay, it's like a this or that. We give you a trend. You tell us if it's fab or drab.
Okay.
First thing, brat.
Brat?
As in Brat
love
Girl
it,
Summer.
love it. Oh, I know a Brat Summer. I love it. I'm
Okay,
into it.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's fab.
Fab.
Got it, right.
AI, artificial intelligence.
Drab.
Oh.
Yeah, let's keep it real.
Okay.
Why?
We unlock the truth on Karamo Show. We unlock the truth in real life. We don't need all that AI
Fake
stuff. Yeah,
That's
we don't
right.
need
I like
it.
that.
TikTok dances.
Fab.
Yes.
Sign
Do you
me
know
up.
them?
Oh my gosh, all I do is dance on
Do,
TikTok.
do, do, do,
Yeah. And my kids are like, please stop. You're in your 40s. Get it together. But I don't care.
I still whip out the whip and nene with my kids.
Thank you. I want me
Where?
I want me
She goes again.
Chaperone.
Oh my gosh, love Chaperone. She's a little icon of the making. Yeah, fab.
Pumpkin spice flavored anything.
Drab.
Thank you.
Drab,
I
drab.
hope somebody heard that.
Drab.
Okay, I'm
Also
just
because
saying.
I don't drink coffee. So
What about a pumpkin spice donut?
no, not
cheesecake?
doing it. Drab. All of it
Drab.
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 Yeah,
What
drab.
about-
What about these new self-driving vehicles?
I just was talking about this last night. I think it's kind of fab. I'm ready to go into the future. Let's go for it. Because I don't trust drivers anyway already. Like, listen, so like,
I already don't trust
I
you.
don't trust the drivers. So like, if we can have something that's already computerized, it's gonna take us there. Like, I think it might be the future.
Love it. Future
Yeah.
is here. Now let's whip and Nene. Or
Okay,
welcome to the break.
yeah,
It was.
wait.
Oh, look at Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank y'all.
Congratulations on all the things.
Appreciate that.
We
I
love
pray that
it.
I'll be back here for season 4 with you all.
Oh, you better. All right.